Hello, friends. Hey, I just wanted to take a minute out of my busy back to school planning. Are you back to school planning? I'm back to school planning, and it's a wild ride. Look at this. I've got, if you can see on the floor there, I've got all my curriculum and stuff laid out there, and it's all piled up as getting ready, lesson planning and all that. Seriously, though, it does not seem as difficult to me to set up for a homeschool year as it was when I had my children enrolled in a school, and I was trying to get permission slips, and I was trying to get schedules, and it was always somebody else's schedule, and it was always somebody else's plan that I had to, somebody else's supply list for their classroom that I was shopping and trying to get everybody ready. When it's my own school year and I'm setting it up exactly the way I want it and the way the kids like it, I find it's not nearly as difficult. I don't know if you found that. Have you found that? I certainly have. But that's not the purpose for going live. What I wanted to stop for a moment and to ask the question was, what if we could think differently about education? What if we didn't think first primarily when we're getting ready for this back to school rush? What if we're not thinking about the uniforms that we have to purchase and the backpacks and standardized tests that we have to be prepared for and all of the ways that we are hardwired to think about education in this way? But what if instead we thought of the school year as a custom education? What if, because we're homeschoolers, instead of thinking, did they reach the standards? Did they learn everything that they were required to learn? Are we on track? Are we on schedule? What if instead we were looking at our children and saying, what can I give this soul in these precious years to help this gift from God who's been entrusted into my care? And what can I do for him to help him be the best version of himself that he can be? The greatest human being possible with the equipment and material that God has designed him with. How can I come underneath that and support it and help him to be the best person that he can be? What if that were our thinking in this crazy back to school rush? And instead of feeling stressed out because we didn't get the right uniform size, or maybe your daughter won't think that the backpack that you got her is cool enough, or if there are some other things that you're worried about, what if instead we shifted that to say, what are his emotional needs? What are his spiritual needs? Does he need more time to play and just to be a child and learn responsibility? And in learning responsibility, learn that he has to do his penmanship, because that's part of the human dignity that we've been given. Of all the creatures in all the world, only human beings have language. And so we say to our children, you have to take care of this gift of language. You have to write well. You have to express yourself clearly. Why? Because this is your human dignity. Instead of saying, you have to be able to use proper grammar or proper punctuation or else you'll fail the test. Instead, with education and an elevated, higher way. Anyhow, I just want to leave you with that. My children are outside playing in the yard, and they're having a lot of fun ringing the doorbell and running on me. So I better go tend to that. All right, guys.